Welcome back, everybody. This week we're going to do some Dia de los Muertos and a little bit of Halloween stuff since it is a pretty fun week. So you should have just done your welcome song, and now we're going to do our Dia de los Muertos and Hispanic heritage themed brain break.
What color is the sky, mi amor, ay mi amor? You tell me that it's red, ay mi amor, ay mi amor. Where should I put my shoes, ay mi amor, ay mi amor? You say put them on your head, ay mi amor, ay mi amor. You make me un poco loco, un poquitito loco. The way you keep me guessing, I'm nodding and I'm guessing. I'll count it as a blessing that I'm only un poco loco.
You make me, it is just un poco crazy, a sense that you're not making.
The liberties you're taking
Leaves my cabeza shaking. You are just
un poco loco. Un poquitito loco.
All right. You remembered learning and we got to dance, so that's pretty great. So this is our last week of Hispanic heritage. So by now, hopefully you can explain to someone who's never ever known what Hispanic heritage is. If they were to ask you, you could say, I know what that means. That is a person or that person's ancestor who is from a Spanish speaking country as their main language, a Spanish country that is either in South America, it could be in Europe, which is Spain, okay? It could be in parts of the Caribbean. And what instruments have we talked about? We've talked about maracas and guitars and castanets. We've talked about all sorts of instruments, okay? And the types of styles and music that we've talked about tango, mambo, and flamenco. So we've learned a lot in the past couple of weeks. So today you will be able to define Dia de los Muertos and how it is celebrated in Hispanic culture. You will be able to sing the chorus of a Dia de los Muertos song, so that's just a part of the song. You will be able to follow movements to a book and the song The Little Old Lady Who Wasn't Afraid, and you will be able to count and sing about some pumpkins. All right, so this is our composer, and if you notice, she is a girl. This is the first female composer that we've gotten to, and I'm excited. Her name is Maria, I think it's Grever or Grever. I'm not sure how to say her name. She was born in Mexico City, Mexico on September 14th, 1885, and she passed away on December 15th, 1951. And she, like I said, is from Mexico City, so we're going to take a field trip. All right, here we are in the United States. The first place we went was Peru, and then we went to Argentina, and then we went to Cuba, and now we are going to Mexico. All right, let's see exactly where Mexico City, Mexico is. All right, so I see lots of mountains. I see city. I see a lot of city. A lot of cities. So it looks like a pretty populated area. Look at that. Not a whole lot of green grass over here. I do see some mountains over here, but this is where our composer is from, Mexico City, Mexico, which I believe is the capital of Mexico. All right, and we see but that is really close to the United States, just like Cuba. Uh-oh, keep going. I think I made it mad. All right, there we go. So there's Mexico. There's where we live. We live right there. Look at that. Very close, just like Cuba, Mexico. Okay, so let's get back to our presentation. All right, so she is the first female Mexican composer to be internationally, that means not just in her country, but the whole world. She is famous for her compositions. And remember, we said composition is a composer writes music for musicians, so the composition is the music. She performed her first song, Christmas Carol, when she was 4 years old and composed her first piece called A una ola, which means to a wave, at the age of 18. She studied music in France for a little bit of time and then moved back to Mexico, where she started to study again with her aunt. She later moved to the United States and lived in New York for the rest of her life, and that's where she passed away. She is known for her slow tempo Latin music called boleros, and she has composed over 800 songs. I would say that her music sounds very jazzy, and I think you'll hear that when you listen to this recording. And no, that's not her, but it's a recording of her song, and your parents and grandparents may know this song because it's been sung by other musicians, but this was actually written by Miss Grever.
What a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. My yesterday was blue, dear. Today I'm part of you, dear. My lonely nights are through, dear. Since you said you were mine, what a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before you. Skies are broken, stormy. Since that moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it's happened when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. What a difference a day makes. There's a rainbow before you. Skies can be stormy. Since a moment of bliss, that thrilling kiss, it happened when you find romance on your menu. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you. What a difference a day makes, and the difference is you.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. So could you hear what I was talking about in the style, the way the music was played? It's very slow and it's jazzy. I like it. I would listen to that and just kind of relax. So that was from our composer. So today, whoa, I'm hitting buttons and they are not working. Hold on, guys. Let's try again. All right, so today we're going to learn about Dia de los Muertos. Can you say Dia de los Muertos? All right, now can you say Dia de los Muertos? All right, now we're going to put it all together. Dia de los Muertos, which means Day of the Dead. Okay, and that sounds really scary, but it's not. We're not going to be scared today. It's going to be great. So we're going to listen to a story about Dia de los Muertos so we can understand what it's all about.
The Day of the Dead, El Dia de los Muertos, a bilingual celebration. Written and illustrated by Bob Barner, translated by Teresa Mlauer. We celebrate our ancestors on the Day of the Dead. El Día de los Muertos, honramos a los antepasados. With offerings of flowers, sugar skulls, and bread. Con ofrendas de flores, calaveras de azúcar, y pan horneado. We make tacos, empanadas, mole, and treats. Hacemos tacos, empanadas, mole, y platos deliciosos. Smell incense that burns smoky and sweet. Quemamos incienso con ese olor maravilloso. Before we go out, everything must be done. Hay que tener todo listo antes de la partida. Pack up our bundles before the setting sun y empacar bien las cosas mientras hay luz del día. Under the twinkling stars and the moon glowing bright, bajo estrellas que brillan y una luna muy clara, light the candles that flicker with soft yellow light. Encendemos las velas amarillas y blancas. Mark a path for the spirits with the petals of flowers. El camino a los espíritus indicamos con pétalos de flores que cortamos. We dance, sing, bailamos y cantamos, and remember the loved ones for hours. Y durante varias horas a nuestros seres queridos recordamos. Celebrate our ancestors on the Day of the Dead. Honremos a los antepasados en el Día de los Muertos. We smell the sweet flowers as we lie down for bed. Y cuando a dormir nos retiramos, el dulce olor de las flores aspiramos. About Dia de los Muertos. Millions of people from Mexico and parts of Central and South America observe one of Latin America's most popular holidays called El Día de los Muertos in Spanish and the Day of the Dead in English. It is a special time for remembering loved ones who are no longer living and is celebrated every year from October 31st until November 2nd. People prepare for the holiday by baking or buying special foods. Pan de Muertos, or bread of the dead, is a sweet bread baked only for this special holiday. It has a tiny skeleton doll baked inside. The person lucky enough to get the little skeleton in his or her piece of bread can make a wish that will come true. Sugar skulls, or calaveras de azúcar, come decorated in bright colors. They can be eaten at the end of the celebration. People also gather the favorite foods of their deceased loved ones. Tamales are a popular treat at these celebrations. They are cornmeal cakes filled with meat, wrapped in a corn husk, and steamed before eating. Altars for the departed decorate with cempasúchil, or marigolds, and candles are displayed in homes and schools. Sweet-smelling incense is burned to attract the spirits of the departed. On the night of November 2nd, families go to the cemetery. They spread the petals of marigold flowers, burn incense, and light candles to welcome the spirits to the celebration. Then they dance, sing, have a picnic, and share memories of their loved ones. The end. El fin.
All right, I hope you learned a whole bunch about Dia de los Muertos, and I love that she spoke in English first and then would read it to you in Spanish. I thought that was really neat. All right. So what is Dia de los Muertos? Well, we said that means Day of the Dead, and it is a Mexican holiday. Wait a minute, isn't our composer from Mexico? Look at that, they're connected. So it's a Mexican holiday created throughout Mexico and parts of the United States. It's celebrated all over the world, actually, and it is celebrated October 31st, November 1st, and November 2nd. Okay, and the day is used to pray for those who have lost loved ones, and they celebrate the lives of those that are lost to help support their spiritual journey of the lost. So we are going to learn a Dia de los Muertos song, but before I do that, I feel like we need just a little bit of a brain break. So I'm going to go out of order, and I want you to stand up, and we're going to do this super silly skeleton dance. If it'll play for me. It to not be frozen. Hold on, guys. This is what I get when I jump out of turn.
Dem bones, dancing bones, dem bones, dancing bones, dancing bones, doing the skeleton dance.
The foot bone's connected to the leg bone's connected to the knee bone's connected to the thigh bone, doing the skeleton dance. The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone's connected to the backbone's connected to the neck bone, doing the skeleton dance. Shake your hands to the left, shake your hands to the right, put your hands in the air, put your hands out of sight. Shake your hands to the left, shake your hands to the right, put your hands in the air.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle your knees.
Dim bones, dancing bones, dim bones, dancing bones, dancing bones, doing skeleton dance.
All right, go ahead and sit back down. We want to lower that heart rate. We want a steady beat. So we need to breathe in through our nose, breathe out through our mouth, breathe in through our nose, breathe out through our mouth. Put your hand on your heart. Is your heart going blah, 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 blah? Is it missing a steady beat, or is it a really fast steady beat? Is it going bum 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 bum? We want a slow steady beat. We want a bum 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 bum. So we're going to breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our mouth. Good. All right, so you probably know this song, and we're just going to learn the chorus. That's the main part that repeats a lot. So it's going to go like this. This is the day we all await. Can you do that with me? Ready, go. This is the day we all await. Let's do that one more time. Ready, go. This is the day we all await. Then we're going to sing, this is the day we celebrate. Can you sing that with me? This is the day we celebrate. So we're going to put them together. Let me sing it first, so it's my turn. This is the day we all await. This is the day we celebrate. Now let's do it together. Ready? This is the day we all await. This is the day we celebrate. And then we're going to sing the festival of love, the festival of love. So let's do that part. Ready? The festival of love, the festival of love. So when the character starts singing, I don't want to give it away who it is just yet, but when she starts singing, you won't sing with her until that part comes, okay? Unless you just know the words.
Dia de los Muertos is my favorite day. We honor all our loved ones who have passed away. We go to the graveyard, build altars in their name, share our memories of them by the candle flame.
We share our memories of them by the candle flame.
Dia de los Muertos, the one day of the year. We bake up treats so tasty to fill us with good cheer. Sugar skulls and sweet bread.
shelter for everyone to share.
This is the day we all await. This is the day we celebrate.
The festival of love, the festival of love.
This is the day we all await. This is the day we celebrate.
The festival of love, the festival of love.
Watch Elena of Avalor on Disney Channel.
All right, so I love Elena de Avalor too. She's awesome. Okay, so that whole song was about Dia de los Muertos. We already did our brain break, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, so how do we celebrate? She just explained that. They make altars with pictures, and if you watched Coco before, you've seen it. It's the altar with all the different pictures of the family members that had passed away, and they cover them with flowers, and they bake yummy treats, and they make sugar skulls, and then they go to the graves, and they decorate the graves, and they just visit. It's kind of like a party. So Dia de los Muertos isn't scary. It's just like a big party celebrating those who have passed away. So now we're going to move into some Halloween stuff. We're going to have a book read to us called The Little Old Lady Who Wasn't Afraid of Anything. And it's not really a book about Halloween. It's just a book that has a pumpkin in it. But I love this book, and then we're going to do a dance afterwards. If it'll play for me. Let's see. I don't know why we're not playing.
The little old lady who was not afraid of anything. One windy afternoon, the little old lady left her cottage and went for a walk in the forest to collect herbs and spices, nuts, and seeds. She walked so long and so far that it started to get dark. There was only a sliver of moon shining through the night. The little old lady started to walk home. Suddenly, she stopped. Right in the middle of the path were two big shoes. And the shoes went clomp, clomp. Get out of my way, you two big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. On she walked down the path, but behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. A little farther on, the little old lady stumbled into a pair of pants, and the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and she walked on. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp, and one pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. Farther still, the little old lady bumped into a shirt, and the shirt went shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady, and on she walked a little bit faster. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle, and one shirt go shake, shake. A little ways on, the little old lady came upon two white gloves and a tall black hat. And the gloves went clap, clap, and the hat went nod, nod. Get out of my way, you two white gloves and you tall black hat. I'm not afraid of you, she said, and on she walked just a little bit faster. But behind her she could hear two shoes go clomp, clomp. One pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. And one hat go nod, nod. By now, the little old lady was walking at quite a fast pace. She was very near her cottage when she was startled by a very huge, very orange, very scary pumpkin head. And the head went boo, boo. This time, the little old lady did not stop to talk. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her she could hear 2 shoes go, clump, clump. 1 pair of pants go, wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go, shake, shake. 2 gloves go, clap, clap. 1 hat go, nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go, boo, boo. The little old lady did not look back. She ran as fast as she could and didn't stop to catch her breath until she was safe inside her cottage with the door locked. She sat in her chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked. It was so quiet in her cottage before on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid of anything. So she went to the door and opened it. What do you think she saw? 2 shoes go, clump, clump. 1 pair of pants go, wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go, shake, shake. 2 gloves go, clap, clap. 1 hat go, nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go, boo, boo. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady bravely. What do you want anyway? We've come to scare you. You can't scare me, said the little old lady. Then what's to become of us? The pumpkin head suddenly looked unhappy. I have an idea, said the little old lady. She whispered into the pumpkin's ear. Oh, the pumpkin head nodded, and its face seemed to brighten. The little old lady said good night, closed the door, and whistled on her way to bed. The next morning, she woke up early. She went to her window and looked out into her garden. And what do you think she saw? 2 shoes go, clump, clump. 1 pair of pants go, wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go, shake, shake. 2 gloves go, clap, clap. 1 hat go, nod, nod. 1 scary pumpkin head go, boo, boo, and scare all the crows away. The end.
All right, so what we're going to do next, and I'm going to try to turn my camera on. Let me see if you can see me. I'm not sure that you can. Oh, I know why you can't. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to make it so you can see me. If you give me just a second, I'm going to try to. Well, that's not going to work either. I was going to try to show you some. There we go. All right, let's try this again. I'm going to switch screens. I'm going to stop screen sharing so that I can show you some dance moves that I want you to do. All right, now let's see. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Let's see. Can you see me? Well, I'm not sure you can see me either. I was going to show you some dance moves, but it doesn't seem to want to work. So what you're going to do with the song is when each part of the scarecrow is moving, you're going to dance with the song. So it's going to go, 2 shoes go, clop, clop. I want you to stomp your feet. And if it says a pair of pants goes, wiggle, wiggle, I want you to wiggle your body. Okay, and when it says one shirt, go shake, shake, I want you to shake your hands out. Okay, a pair of gloves, go clap, clap. Guess what you're going to do? Yeah, you're going to clap your hands. And then one hat, go nod, nod. You're going to nod your head. And then when it's a big scary pumpkin said boo, I want you to go boo and make your hands nice and big, okay? All right, here we go. Walk in place to the music, keep a steady beat.
There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. She said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. A pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. She said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. A pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. She said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. A pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. She said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. A pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. She said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she walked a little faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She went for a walk in the woods in the early fall. She heard a sound, so she turned around. She saw two shoes go clomp, clomp. A pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. One shirt go shake, shake. Two gloves go clap, clap. One hat go nod, nod. And a big pumpkin head said, go! She said, go away. I'm not afraid of you today. But she ran a lot faster. There was an old lady who wasn't afraid of anything at all. She ran to her house in the woods in the early fall. She ran inside and closed the door. She didn't want to see anymore. She jumped into her big safe bed, pulled the covers over her head. In the morning she looked around, peeked out her window, and here's what she found. She saw 2 shoes go clomp clomp, a pair of pants go wiggle wiggle, 1 shirt go shake shake, 2 gloves go clap clap, 1 hat go nod nod, and a big pumpkin head said boo! Just a scarecrow.
All right, so the last thing we're going to do today is I want to do a pumpkin counting song, and you may have done this before, but I love it, and it's good, and it makes us remember how to count, and we get to sing, so sing along.
One little pumpkin smiling, smiling. One little pumpkin smiling, smiling. One little pumpkin smiling, smiling. One little pumpkin is happy. Two little pumpkins pouting, pouting. Two little pumpkins pouting, pouting. Two little pumpkins pouting, pouting. Two little pumpkins are grumpy. Three little pumpkins yawning, yawning. Three little pumpkins yawning, yawning. Three little pumpkins yawning, yawning. Three little pumpkins are sleepy. Four little pumpkins crying, crying. Four little pumpkins crying, crying. Four little pumpkins crying, crying. Four little pumpkins are sad. Five little pumpkins laughing, laughing. Five little pumpkins laughing, laughing. Five little pumpkins laughing, laughing. Five little pumpkins are playing.
All right, and I loved how that went through all the different versions. All right, so we're going to skip that because we're going to run. Uh-oh. All right, so what we learned today, you should be able to define Dia de los Muertos and how it is celebrated in the Hispanic culture. And we said that Dia de los Muertos means Day of the Dead, and they celebrate by baking different treats, cookies, skeleton sugar skulls, different types of bread. They set out marigolds. They have ofrendas, where they put the pictures up and they decorate the gravesite, and it's a big party to celebrate those who passed away. You were able to sing to the chorus of our Dia de los Muertos song. You were able to follow the movements and sing along to the little old lady who wasn't afraid of anything, and we got to count and sing with the pumpkins today. So your assignment is just going to be answer the discussion board. And if you are bored, you can go and play on Quaver, but you do not have to do that if you don't want to. All you have to do is finish the discussion board for this week and you are done. It will be submitted. I want you to have a great week. I want you, if you are celebrating Halloween and you're going trick-or-treating, please be safe. But I hope you have a great week and I look forward to you when we come back.